Hello, dear wonderful friends. Good evening once again, and welcome here at La Arne's Kitchen and Food Creations. Please tonight come join with me as I'm going to cook simple dish for our family supper tonight. Okay, here in my cooking pot, I am adding approximately 4 tablespoons of cooking oil. So I use canola oil. So whatever oil you have availability in your pantry, simply you can always go ahead. So what are the very basic ingredients that we're going uh, to add into our dish? So by the way, it's winter time here, and it's nice that we are going to have a soup or something warm into our food tonight. So I decided I am going to make chicken tinola. So chicken soup with veggies. Okay, there you go. So our very basic ingredients are the following. We have here tanglad or lemongrass, and I try to make a knot and pound the portion here, and then try to make a slit so that the aroma or the oil essentials will just come out naturally. I have here my chopped cooking onions, chopped garlic. I chop it into a big portion, and red pepper bell, lots and lots of fresh luya or ginger, and this is um, spicy jalapeno pepper. So I just try to make a slit. These are green onions, the stem part, and this will be the green parts or the leafy parts, and I'm going to garnish that towards the end. And lots of tomatoes. I have here my chayote, so I slice it into big portion, and of course my chicken. So I use drumsticks. Okay, so for my savory enhancer, we have here our oil that we are going to use for sauteing. I will be using fish sauce or patis, or if you don't have patis, salt and pepper will just be fine. And I'm going to use chicken boiling powder. You can use whatever seasoning enhancer you loved or used to add into your dish. Okay, there you go. And I prepared here hot boiling water so that it will help hasten our cooking. Okay, let's start sauteing. I'm going to saute using my ginger this time. So ginger is very good for tinula. You can lesser your oil into 2 tablespoons, but because this is a huge portion, so I don't mind having it 4 tablespoons of oil. You can always reduce if you are concerned of using some oil or fats. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to add my white onions. You can use red onions or yellow onions, which is the Vidalia. Okay, there you go. Sauteing doesn't really take that long. Okay, beautiful. So I'm going to add my garlic. So I chop the garlic into big portions. Okay, then I am going to add my onions and my red peppers. Those peppers are very, very sweet. Trust me, I like to eat that raw. You can use green peppers or yellow peppers. Some of the spices I use, that's very, very quite optional. You don't really need to have that if you don't have some of those. Okay, then I'm going to add my jalapeno pepper. Those are very, very spicy. So it gives good savor to the soup. So I am going to add my tomatoes. So sauteing maybe good for 1 minute so that the spices will infuse all together wonderfully. Remember, friends, that cooking and baking They're always easy here at my little kitchen. It also gives you the ideas on what to prepare for your family's next meal. Okay, it's for fun, sharing, and learning. Okay, time to add my chicken drumsticks. So I'm going to add, let's say, six, just six. Okay, I'll make it eight. Okay, there you go. You can either cut this into halves. I'm a little bit lazy in cutting this one tonight. Okay, there you go. So I'll have to add patis or fish sauce. So depending upon your taste buds. Okay, there you go. No patis or fish sauce, no worries. Simply use salt and pepper and you're just perfectly fine. I am going to add a little bit of chicken powder. I am just eyeballing all my ingredients. I don't really measure properly. Okay, beautiful. So afterwards, I am going to add the lemongrass or the tanglad in between and cover that with the spices and the chicken. Okay, there you go. Okay, and I'll have to add my boiling hot water. So this is a big pot. I don't know how much water I added. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, my dear, wonderful friends. Okay, there you go. So we will let it be done maybe for, depending upon our flame, right? If you use slow flame, then it will take a little bit more minutes. But I am using my over medium high flame. So maybe for 6 minutes. Set that aside and let the chicken be cooked at least properly. I always wanted to make sure that my meat or chicken is properly done, but not overly cooked into mushy. Okay. Still the bones are intact afterwards. Okay, there you go. Set that aside for now. So, dear wonderful friends, the last but not the least ingredients that we have are the following. We have the chayote. Once the chicken is properly cooked, I'll have to add the chayote and just cook that for 1 minute. And also the greens, we have here this baby bok choy or little pechay. If you don't have this, no need to worry. Just use spinach, malunggay or horseradish, and you can add some cabbage or whatever veggies like gailan and napa cabbage, greens of your choice. That will be perfectly fine. And of course, I want to make sure my rice is ready. So cooking and baking, very easy here at my little kitchen. Simply love to share my simple recipes, and so I cook from day to day. I like to post pictures, uh, pictures of myself and my family, because sometimes you don't really know who's the culprit in the kitchen. So I attach my pictures, so don't be surprised. Sometimes I do attach pictures of my husband and my son Lloyd. And it's fun here. So this is very fun activity for me, very therapeutic way of doing such cooking and baking, and simply love to share simple recipes and makes me happy. You will be happy too. I hope. You know, lovely friends, I like to add tanglad or lemongrass. It is really very flavorful once you add this into your dish. So depending upon the dish that you would love to cook, because not all dishes or food that you will be, or viand or ulam, you will be adding tanglad. Well, to some exception. So wonderful friends, I would like to incorporate all together wonderfully these greens from the sibuyas, dahon, or from the scallions, green onions, into our greens here together. There's one more piece. So make sure when you add your greens or veggies, it should be washed thoroughly because in between there are some soil. So we don't want to add that into our dish. We have to get rid of that. Look at the lemongrass or the tanglad. Okay. So it's about time that we're going to add our sayote or chayote. Okay, there you go. Let this be done for 1 minute. I want my veggies to not to be overly cooked. I just want it a little bit crispy. And we will preserve its freshness if possible. So when we are going to mix it slowly but surely. Let's put the lid back. Wonderful friends, if you think that you have a family member who is having a hard time in masticating the food or digesting the food or chewing the food, I should say. So let us be considerate also. So we have to, in order for them to be satisfied or be happy in your cooking, if you have an elderly or anybody in the family who needs a softer type of food, then make sure that you cater their needs. That means to say that you will cook a little bit softer for them so that they will also enjoy the meal. Okay, friends, it's about time that we're going to add our greens. So let the greens dip it into the boiling soup. Okay, I'll have to turn off my flame. So once again, wonderful friends, thank you once and for all for watching Laarni's Kitchen and Food Creations. So stay tuned for more cookings and bakings here at my little kitchen. It's about time. I'll have to turn off my flame. Voila. And so long and till the next time that we will cook again here, cook and bake here in my little kitchen. Mga unami, gigutom na pud biya mi. Sige, I hope silingan ta kay tagaan ta pud mo aning akong sabaw. I hope we're neighbors so I can share what's going on, what's cooking and baking here in my kitchen. So, this is your home cook buddy La Arnie saying you daghan kaayong salamat. Dali man hapon na ta.